Hello everyone, I have not vlogged in quite a while. One weird experience that is going on right now is that through my phone, it's projecting YouTube videos to the big screen TV. I don't know how that happened. I don't really know how to stop it. I even tried turning off my phone, turning it back on, and it continued like the music video. So yeah, let me do something here. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that, but if you hear it in the background, that's what's going on. I'm vlogging because I haven't vlogged in a while. I've been working like my ass off, and when I'm not working, I am fulfilled with a ton of other things that I have to get done. Um, I guess just even like being able to talk to my sponsor or whatever, that's just been like a really hard thing for me to do. But nonetheless, I'm trying to make time to do everything. I've really been keeping up with my handy dandy little journal right here. Journal, if you wish. Um, really, really important. I know that I'm vlogging, and my god, this song is just so loud. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll turn it down a tad. But nonetheless, anyways, so I try to keep up with vlogging, my Instagram, my YouTube, my calendar. Like, this is what my calendar looks like, and it's only the 9th of August. You should see in July's. But here is August. Let me turn this big bad boy around for you. Do you see me? See me? Hello? Yeah? Yeah. That's just for what I have going on so far, and it's only the 9th. Um, to say I'm overwhelmed is an understatement. Like I said, I am journaling though, and I'm vlogging, and of course keeping a calendar. I have three calendars. I have one on my phone, I have that big one, I have a tinier one that I use because my mind literally will forget everything. So I figure if at least one of those things goes on a calendar somewhere, I'll eventually be looking at it and go, oh, okay, that's what I have to do today because my fucking life is so fulfilled. You know what's really cool though is I went to a meeting tonight and I felt so overwhelmed because it's been like my first meeting in a really long time. And like for the first time in a really long time, I found myself like exhausted and I don't know what the word is, but nonetheless, I found myself feeling some type of way of just exhaustion or not good enough or shame based. I was also feeling a lot of guilt for some things I'm going through, alienation, just all kinds of stuff. And then it just clicked on me one time like, if those are really my problems right now, then I'm actually really grateful. You know, like when I got out of being incarcerated, like when I would call my mom or when I would call my ex-girlfriend, and that's a whole other topic, but when I would call them and they would bitch to me about their problems, I was just like, damn, like I wish that was my problem. I wish that your problem out there in the real world was my problem, you know? And so, with that being said, I have to put my life into perspective and understand that, like, it's really not that terrible. You know, like it's just life's not that bad. If I'm not behind bars, I haven't hurt anybody, I'm not killing myself for another person. I can go on and on about all these really good things, and I think I'm doing all right. I know that oh no, I lost my really itchy scratchy. But another thing is that I'm using is this. Some people watch or look this book and know exactly what I'm talking about, but for anonymity purposes, I'm just going to leave it where it's at. So this little handy dandy workbook here, I've been writing on like a motherfucker. Why do you ask? Because they say that through the steps is the way that we get better. I can go to meetings all I want. I can read the Just for Today all I want. But nothing is going to get the meat and potatoes like an actual honest step work. It's really cute because, actually, don't look at the little thing right there, but this, my little handy dandy basic text, you know. So I carry this around with me. And then I have my miniature daily meditation. I don't know if the camera can actually see it very well at all. Not quite sure. Hello. There we go. Okay, so those are the two books that I carry with me like all the time. Anyways, so um yeah, so that's kind of like, I don't really know. I've been really trying to incorporate recovery into my life because unfortunately, but fortunately, I am on a really busy schedule. I always have something to do, something to, I always have to be somewhere, or I always have to be doing something. And I honestly used to be like 21 and okay with that, but I am not 21 anymore and I am not okay with that. I am fucking exhausted most of the time. So yeah, I kind of feel like I want life to slow down a bit, but maybe after like a good amount of hard work and dedication to the things I'm doing now, I hope they pay off in the future. Um, I've been really praying for God to like send some people in my life that I need or to help me get through, and I feel like God's doing for me what I need, not what I want. And sometimes these new friends come in really weird packages. Like, I've met people lately and I'm like, who the fuck are these people? And they're weird and they're crazy. And some are like super young and some are like way older than me. But nonetheless, they're people, that have been sent to me in my life. So, and each of them, for the most part, I can tell I'm like, okay, God, like I see what you're doing here. And I don't care if people, again, if you've watched other vlogs or not, I'm a spiritual person, not religious. So if you think that I'm using the word God in a religious form, then okay, fine. And if you use it in a way like for me, I'm more like a good orderly direction, the universe, the creator, the all encompassing mass that forms a body, like whatever floats your boat. So that's the God I talk about. But anywho, yeah, I have to, I just have a full life. And so I remember being days when I was incarcerated and I would cry because I wish that the problems that these people I would talk to on the phone would have. And now that I have them, I feel fucking exhausted. I do. I feel like, oh my God, can life just like slow down for a second, or can I just have a minute to be able to function and get some more of my life together? But the reality is that whole statement, getting my life together, requires work. And so, of course, I'm going to feel exhausted. I spent a lot of time fucking shit up, so I have to spend a lot more time getting it back together. It's crazy how hard it takes to build yourself and build yourself and build yourself, and how quickly that cord can be cut with one wrong decision. So that's my life these days, and those are the consequences I have to deal with. And yeah, so some a nice little heavy break though before I get into like anything else. And I'm gonna try to make this a short vlog. I want to be able to work on my step before I go to bed, and I have a lot of shit to do tomorrow because it's my first day off, and God knows how long. So, anyways, I don't want to be too long, but this light intro or light whatever. So I received this little thing from my job. Okay, so I thought, cool, bag scratcher or whatever, right? Yeah, whoop whoop, scratch. Okay, nonetheless, bag scratcher. And then all of a sudden one day I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God, it's a pen. Now, I'm not really sure why I laughed so hard when I figured out it was a fucking pen. Maybe it was for the fact that I don't know how long I've had this fucking pen, and I didn't know it was a pen. I mean, let me back up. I laughed really hard because I'm not quite sure how long I had this back scratcher till I realized it was a John Hancock. So, anyways, comic relief break. Maybe you don't think it's funny. I don't really care. So, anyways, I'm really struggling right now as far as my pain as far as my environment goes. My mom constantly screams at me like every day, "Shut up, shut the fuck up, just leave me the fuck alone." And I've just given up on video recording her on these things because it's like I'm done. Like I just maybe my step work is helping me, but I just have got to let it go because no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do, no matter how much I clean, no matter how much I try to stay out of the way, like it just does not matter what I do. That woman hates me. And like one day last week, I know it was before I vlogged again. One day last week, she started in on me again, and I just responded to her and I said, I need you to do me two favors. I said, I need you to go to your Google. I need you to type in what verbal abuse is, look at the definition, and then describe in your own words how that correlates to how you treat me. And I said, second, I want you to go back to Google. I want you to type in psychological abuse, hit enter, read what the definition is, and then tell me how that correlates to how you treat me. And walked away. Not quite sure if she actually did that or not, but I can tell you that it was a really like freeing moment for me, because it was the first time in a really long time that I wasn't scared to tell her or call her an abuser. She is. She very much is. And I cannot wait to get out of here. With that being said, I feel like with all these things I have going on with me right now, I feel like I'm alive and I'm thriving and I'm here and I'm awake and I'm these things, but I'm also so withdrawn, and I feel like I'm going through the motions, and like I want to move forward, but I feel like it's hard for me to move forward right now on so many different levels and on so many different things. So yeah, I just want an even flow. I don't fucking actually know what I want. I know that in, let's see, 10 plus 10 plus 6 is 16. No, 10, 6, and I know that in 17 days, sorry, I had to do some math there. I know that in 17 days I'll have a year clean, which is a really fucking big deal because I literally could not scratch a fucking hour together before. And like I'm telling people, dude, like if you don't believe in this shit, what really sucks is that I had almost 8 years clean and I threw it down the drain. And maybe I have vlogged about this, I don't really know, but maybe that would be for a different day. But nonetheless, I threw away a lot of clean time that when I was new, I would look at them and be like, Jesus Christ, if I had that long, I would like never ever like give up on it. Like that's an eternity. I remember I heard a woman speak whenever I had about 2 years clean, and she said that 1% of all addicts in recovery, not just in the United States, all over the world, 1% of us make it over 10 years. That is how insane and vicious and malicious and hateful and creepy and disrespectful, and I mean all of those encompassing words this disease is, you know? I mean, it just like really opens up your mind to understand that like I am never I'm on my step right now. Actually, I'm writing about how like no one or nothing will ever be more than stronger than my disease or my addiction, like ever. You know, getting out of this last relationship, I had to cut the cord, man. I had to cut the cord. But regardless, you know, a lot of me in that position. This damn music, sorry. I mean, like, cool if you want to be in the background, but you're like the loud. So I don't even know. Probably okay, weird. Anyways, my ex, after I had relapsed, was always like, you know, why wasn't I enough? Why wasn't I enough? Why wasn't I enough? And it's just like, you. Forget the fact that I'm fucking suffering here. Like, I am an addict who's suffering. Like to refuse to look at me like I'm not a cancer patient and the chemo is not working, that's how this disease is. Like just because I'm not fucking hooked up to a monitor and you can pump some medicine through me and make this shit better, it doesn't work like that. It like does not work like that. That's just the end of story. And so I'm kind of like bouncing back through things of like trying to move forward and where I'm at in my recovery, where I'm at in my life. I have goals, I have dreams, I have ambitions. I'm just stuck here with a shitty fucking mom and a halfway piece of shit sister who's not really a piece of shit, but she's very much pro my mother and likes to attack my character just as much as my mother does. And if she just doesn't do it in a way like my sister does, it's nonetheless still the same. I mean, I'm in her fucking phone as the bitch from hell. That'll tell you how much she loves me. And now she knows that I know it, and she laughs at it, and it's just a game, and it's funny now that it's there. It's like, no, that's actually really fucking hurtful, you know. But I don't even fucking have the energy to get in my fifis tonight about anything. So yeah, I going through the motions, and I don't know if I vlogged the last time, but I officially snipped that cord with my ex. And what's crazy is the second I was like, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. I love you, but you're my past, you're not my future, and I deserve better. And it was the hardest fucking thing I have probably ever had to do. One of one of the hardest things I've ever had to do was stand up for myself in that relationship and tell her that I deserve better. Which what I really was saying was I deserve better, like me. Like I was telling me I deserve better by telling her I deserve better. There was one time I got her a gift or something, and she was like, I don't deserve this. And I just woke up one day and I'm like, you know what? This bitch is right. She doesn't deserve that. Anyway, so now she's with some bitch who's like 52. It's funny because we've been together for like 5 years. People think we broke up. I don't know how long ago, but nonetheless, we didn't break up. We just were very under the covers. So it's undercover, or not public or vocal about our position and our relationship. Which I wanted it to be like that because it seemed like by the world knowing me and her were still together, it created more chaos and drama in my life, and I just couldn't do it. So the deal was let's just keep it very low key, no expectation, no. I mean, like, I'll always love her, and I know that she'll always love me, but like, I don't even want to like love anybody else like for the rest of my life. I just don't, and I hate that saying when people are like, "Well, when you don't look for it, that's when it starts." Okay, I mean, I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen right now because there's so much I have to get the fuck out of way of me. You know, like I remember when I first worked my 7th step, I was like, why didn't anybody let me have sponsees or relationships with people or do anything before I worked that step? Like that's how fucking powerful that step was. And step 8 was a motherfucker. Nobody warns you about that one. They warn you about the 4th one. Some warn you about the 6th. None warn you about the 8th. Not a single one. Excuse me the day drink. So yeah, just be prepared if you know what I'm talking about. In the program that I work, step 8 is a bitch. But it is the most gut-wrenching, brutally honest step I've ever worked in my life. And it changed me for the better. I can't wait to get there again. I restarted the steps. I mean, but that was per conversation between me and my sponsor, and I actually wanted to do that. So I gave myself the goal of having it finished before my 1 year clean. And like I just said, I have about 17 or 18 more days to all that, so I gotta get cracking. And like I said, I wanted this to not be so long so I can get back to working on my step before I fall on my face. But anyways, yeah, so I guess the last thing that I'm struggling with, or something that I could say, is that I'm struggling with my weight and body image issues. I've never been the person to like body shame myself ever. I've always been bigger, and yeah, people have made fun of me for it, but I've never like went home and cried about it. I've never been that person to like put too much into it. Like I know that who I am is better than what others may perceive of me or whatnot. So I don't know. I guess what I just I don't really know how to describe what I'm trying to say. So I have gained like well, let me start out and say that I lost like 1,001 pounds. Not really, but I had lost almost 200 pounds. Seriously, almost 200 pounds. And last time I lived with my mom, which was like back in 2011, I put on like 65 pounds within 2 months. I'm assuming it was because it was the most depressing 2 fucking months I've ever had in my life. And I put on a lot of weight. And then as soon as I moved out, I dropped the weight like that and I got healthier and I was making better decisions. And so I don't know what I'm trying to say, but other than I feel like a lot of the reason why I gained weight in that situation was because of her. You know, when you're like in a situation like that, which is a totally different topic for another day, um, I don't even know if I was stress eating because I've never been like that, but I was like packing on pounds. So, anyways, changing it to right now, I'm pissed because in jail I was down to like 220 pounds. And I mean, that was literally almost 200 pounds to the T. And I've gained a good amount. I mean, not all of it by any means. And thank you, God, that I'm not close to where I was because I told myself I would never see that number on a scale again. But with that being said, it's been a struggle because I'm frustrated that like I have this stuff back and like I can feel myself heavier and like all of a sudden I have a terrible Dr. Pepper and Dorito obsession, like the two most healthiest things you could possibly eat. And like I sit here and I'll eat that shit and it's like I don't want to eat it, but I eat it. And I eat it and I eat it, or I drink it and I drink it, knowing that it could harm me, and that's just shitty. And so the last time I found myself in this kind of position, I just prayed and I asked God to help remove the obsession to drink soda. I think it was like Sprite at the time. Now it's fucking Dr. Pepper. But nonetheless, I asked God to help remove the obsession to drink that. And one day, I mean, every day I walked into that kitchen when I woke up, popped me open a Sprite, and lived my life. Sometimes I would go through a case in one day. So, anyways, one time I walked up to the refrigerator. I went to go reach my hand in for a soda. And as I started to grab it, like literally mid hand, it was like this. And something in me just like was so repulsed by the fucking look and taste of if I drank that or took it or drank. So what I'm trying to say is since that day I had never had any soda like ever. And for some reason, I mean, no, like I drank coffee, tea, water. I love water, love it. And people are like, ew, that's gross, it has no flavor. I'm like, well, you're weird. Like every water, there is a difference in water, and us water drinkers out in this world know the difference. Okay. Oh. So anyway, we I just drink soda, and so I'm trying to pray and just let it go. I don't know about these Doritos though, because they're pretty fucking fire. And like I started drinking it in the first place, and the chip thing because and when you're incarcerated, you don't actually get soda. And if you do, you get the off-brand. And I don't actually like if I am drinking soda, I'm very particular about it. So, anyways, now I'm back in this boat of trying to pray to stop drinking because I guarantee you the first thing that's gonna fucking happen if I fucking commit to this whole stop drinking soda bullshit is this part right here will be gone. When I lost all that weight, all of a sudden I had like a neck again and like I felt lighter and I was up to running and like I'm not shitting you, I was running and it was like, oh my God, am I running? It was so freeing and like not that I strive to be those people I see running, but I want to be that person because like I love nature and I love freedom And when I had that wind in my hair and I was just pushing myself and pushing myself, like it was the best fucking feeling ever, dude. So with that being said, those are just some of my goals. I need to get my step done before I talk with my sponsor, or excuse me, before I need to talk to my, I need to get my step done before I talk to, it's getting late, my medicine's kicking in. One more time. I need to finish my step before my first year clean celebration and go over it with her because that's my goal personally. And then move on to step two. And then just stop drinking fucking Dr. Pepper. And if there's anybody out there that prays or needs good vibes, I'll take them all because I know that I've gotten through a lot of shit that I personally would have never gotten through had it not been for the guidance and love and persistence and prayer that other people have done for me. So, yeah. And if you see this and you're like, dude, I need some good vibes my way too, like I'm here. My business is thriving. As far as my psychic medium stuff, I don't really know what to like call my business. It's very weird. Like, what do you call a name for what I am or do? Odd, let me tell you. But nonetheless, that's a really awesome side piece. And wow, my fucking wand, okay? Call me motherfucking Harry Potter. I feel fucking funny with this. But anyways, I have to get off of here because I really do. I am feeling myself getting tired and more tired. And I definitely need to answer a question or two on my step. Yeah, so I have this really cool shirt on too. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Gin and Tonic. I love it. I've never drank gin and tonic, but it says Gym and Chronic Tonic. I need to go, y'all. I'm a mess. And I have a fuck ton of things to do tomorrow. It sucks because it's like my only day off, but it's not even gonna feel like a day off. It's gonna feel like another work day. So, anyways, oh yeah, I forgot to say, guys, look at my nails. Can you see my nails? Is it up close too far? Put it on the back of the shirt, something. I don't know. Can you guys see them? Okay, anyways, well, they're like a almost. They're like it's called a Caribbean pink. Seriously, what is going on with this music shit? What the fuck? I have no idea. Anyways, I'm at like 27 minutes, so I'm gonna go. I'm doing okay. Please, if anybody out there reads this, share with me how you feel. I'm all open to anything. If you have any pointers, if you just have prayers, if you just want to know more about my personal life, if you have a request of a topic, just shout my way. Like I'm totally all ears. And maybe I'm the most boring person to talk to. I don't know, but I don't really care because this is for me. Uh, I really struggle vocalizing things if I haven't made that more clear in the last couple blogs. Like, so I have to very much take advantage of these situations. Like I need to talk, period. So yeah, anyways, life is okay. I really would wish it would be better, one day at a time though. Before I go, I wanted to read the Just for today because I thought it was really good. I mean, I always think that the Just for Todays are good, but I personally wanted to um, read it because it was important, and I think other people might benefit from it too. It says, we begin to see that God's love has been present all the time, just waiting for us to accept it. Basic text, page 47. God's love is transforming power that drives our recovery. With that love, we find freedom from the hopeless, desperate cycle of using, self-hatred, and more using. With that love, we gain a sense of reason and purpose in our once purposeless life. Sorry, there was a fly. With that love, we are given the inner direction and strength we need to begin a new way of life. With that love, we begin to see things differently, as if with new eyes. As we examine our lives through the eyes of love, we make what may be a startling discovery. The loving God we've so recently come to understand has always been used with us and has always loved us. We recall the times when we are asked of the aid of a higher power and were given it. We even recall times when we didn't ask for such help, yet were given anyways. We realize that a loving higher power has cared for us all along, preserving our lives till the day when we could accept that love for ourselves. The power of love has been with us all along. Today, we are grateful to have survived long enough to become consciously aware of that love's presence in our world and in our lives. Its vital flood, its vitality, flood, its I can't even read now. Its vitality floods our very being, guiding our recovery and showing us how to live. Just for today, I accept the love of a higher power in my life. I am conscious of that power's guidance and strength within me. Today, I claim it for my own. I really thought that was a beautiful, just for today. Today, I'm claiming it for me, not for you and not for anybody else, but for me. And I encourage anyone who sees this to do it for themselves as well. Um, with that being said, I really am going to go now. Much love to my followers. Hopefully this will be going away soon. But nonetheless, thanks for your support and listening. I'm getting super tired and I at least have to answer a question. So, good night. And I love you, world. For some reason, I'm still here. Good night. This depressing ass song just had to come on right when I'm like, anyways, bye.